Right, the next feature what we can do is if you import any image, yeah, you'll go add, insert photo, and let's say you pull that back in, yeah, then we deselect it. So we have the image, yeah. If you go on a key, if you go on canvas, you can make that as a reference, so it's always there, yeah. For example, you can keep that on the side in the corner. So what that does is you can work here. I don't know, we can be here, for example. If we're gonna pick any brush, I'm gonna go my sketching, let's put sketching underneath. Let's go on a peppermint, for example, and let's go on selection. So we select the area we want to work on, and as much as we work, we don't really know what happens all together, but this reference will tell you how all this looks all together, and you can be like, that looks pretty interesting sound, and then you don't have to zoom out. You can just carry on, in a sense. You can just carry on, add more black, add more shading, and that's where we say, we're like, oh, the area that I hear, it doesn't really make it readable. Like, maybe I need to add some more black in that section, and then we add more black in this top section. We're like, yeah, that's more readable. So this little feature allows us to see before it all happens. I personally never use, but I need to mention probably because it's just there, because some of you might be wanting that, because it's kind of cool that you can see. What else you can do is you can keep this as an image, so you can import image. Let's say I want to import this for some reason, and we can zoom this in, and I'm like, you know what, I want to watch how this is, and I don't know, draw something similar. So the reference says this, so I need to probably put inking, I need to go there. So based on this, I need to draw them like this. So you can basically keep a guide here of whatever you want to draw, so it's always there, in a sense. And you can move this as much as you want. You always have the reference there, and then you can zoom in the reference as much as you want, and you can say, oh, these are the leaves, you know, okay, cool. So it goes there, then one is there, one is there, and then it goes here, and then and that way you can like sketch all sorts. And obviously you can go clear and put a different one in. Let's say knife. For some reason you want to put some knife in there, and knife handle goes like this. You're like, okay, cool. So we have that shape, and then there's this shape, and there's that, and then it meets there in the middle. Blade goes there, and then it goes like here. And then we have, you know what I mean? Like, you can basically use this as basically reference for what it is and what it says it is. Yeah. So the features there. If you use it, if you don't use it. Sometimes in studio I see Joe using, sometimes Lucy uses. I think my daughter, I think even she uses sometimes. I physically never use. I just zoom out. For example, I would just be working, and then I just do this, and I'm like, okay, cool. And I'll look at them, okay, cool. And I look at them, okay, cool. I just zoom in, zoom out. And if I need to like keep something as a reference, I would basically import as an image, and it would be just a photo I would just keep laying around. Obviously it moves with you, so it would move. It wouldn't be just sitting there of itself, but I like to just keep as images. And if I'm working here, then I just have that there. That obviously we can make it bigger, we can make it smaller, we can delete what we don't need. For example, we can take a deleting brush, something bigger, which is probably airbrushing. Ones are the biggest ones. So let's say if we go there, we can delete the stuff we don't need, and then I can do this. Yeah. So it's something that it's there, available. If you wanna, you wanna. If you don't wanna, you don't wanna. It doesn't. Just one of those. Then what else we have is in canvas section, we have crop and resize. So we can like crop this to whatever size we want to do. Obviously whatever's in a gray, it'll disappear. So bye. And if we go back and crop and resize, it's nothing there because it just created. So in a sense, you can make your canvas bigger, but once you cut it off, it's cut off and it's gone. That is no more there. It's gone. Bye. Yeah. So you gotta be careful of what you do and what you don't do. But majority of times you just crop like as close as possible to what you need. Instagram goes like 4x5, which is, I don't know what that's in pixels, but approximately that size. and then you can make your drawing to fit that size. I don't know. That's a feature. So that's a crop and resize. You can make settings here, whichever size you want to go. I've never really used any of these snappings or rotations, or I think that's all new. Then we also have animation assist. You can make some frames there, and you can make some mini animations. I've tried, it's pretty useless, I don't like it. Page assist, same again, some animations that happens there. It's pretty useless, I don't like it. Never really use anyone using that. Drawing guide is something you will be using all the time. Weirdly enough, they have made two different settings, which is exactly the same thing. The drawing guide and edit drawing guide should be just one button, but they have made two different buttons. So let's say, for that reason, let's clean it up, yeah? So let's get it clear. Let's canvas, let's say if I turn it off, yeah? So mine is off, yeah? So you go canvas, you draw editing guide, you turn it on, and you have to press edit. It opens this for you. So one is opacity, so this is how gray your gray lines will be. So these are little grid lines, little helpers. Then how thick you want those lines to be, and then the grid size. And here you can see it's in pixels, yeah? What you can do is you can press that and change. Surely, what is that new as well? Let me try again. I don't really understand. It should allow me to change into all sorts of settings. Maybe I need to close open again. It should allow us to go into millimeters, into inches and stuff like that, because now it's only on pixels, and that is not the only option it has. It should have way more. Where's the other options? What they have done with this? You know what, I'm gonna close and open again. So key, drawing guide is on. We edit drawing guide. You click on pixels, that's it. This is where it should open. Up here you can change the color, so whatever helping lines you want to have, you can change here. That change whatever color you want them to be. I just mostly keep like some blacks or some reds. It doesn't even matter, as long as you can see them. Here you can change the millimeters, you can change the centimeters. So for example, if a client says I want a 5 centimeters, boom, you get a square of 5 centimeters. So what happens now is you have this little guideline. So then you can go key, you then go add, you add text, you say, I don't know, 1997, because the client was born that year, for example. And then we shrink or increase the size to 1997, being 5 centimeters big, and that's it. And the paper always prints the top first. So put it there, yeah. So it prints out first. So that's that. Now we know that this is making the size of these little helpers. Again, canvas, drawing guide, edit drawing guide, centimeters, we can change to inches. So we can have 5 inches, which is fucking giant. We can go in pixels, 5 pixels, I guess it's tiny. But yeah, I just keep on centimeters. So that's that. That is if you go in a square grid. What else you can find here is edit drawing guide. You can do isometric, which I physically don't know why would anyone do this. Centimeters 5. Why would you have in triangles? But again, I guess in architects and people like that, they need to have these things. It wasn't just only designed for tattoo artists. We kind of happen to use perspective. This is where it all goes and joins. We don't need that, but mostly you will use the symmetry. This is where you're gonna live and breathe a lot. Symmetry is where you draw on one side and both sides happen. The blue one is where do you want it to be, and the green is the angle. So it's kind of always going to be like that. Green is the angle, whichever direction you want to draw, and blue is where the middle is or where the center is. You have options. You can do vertical, which is that way. You can do horizontal, so it will copy this way each other, or basically you can just do that and it becomes anyway. Then you can have quadrant, so 4 of them gonna copy each other, or radial, which is 6 of them, or 8, I don't even know. And yeah, sadly we don't have more mirrors. I use different apps where you can get like up to 10 mirrors, meaning these lines, yeah. But let's say if we keep on radiant, or let's say vertical, yeah, just for the demonstration's sake. Then you click done. So now we're here. Whatever you're going to draw now, obviously I've turned up. It's because it's a text file. So that's a good lesson. 1, delete that. Second is, you're thinking that is turned on, yeah? but it doesn't show. What you can do is you can click here on this, and there's drawing assist. This is where mostly you turn on and off, because it's that simple like this. You turn off, you turn on. Because sometimes, let's say it's off, yeah? You want to draw something, let's say if you actually pick a brush, you want to draw something that has it doesn't need to have a mirror. But then, now, if you turn on, now it does. So, by accident, let's say if we do some love art, yeah? And then you do a love art, for example, and the client says, I want to have a name Sarah. Sarah, the word doesn't need to have a mirror. So you go there, you turn it off, and then here we can do the Sarah, and then let's say if it goes, the line goes, meet in the middle, and then she says, can we have a butterfly in the end? Then you turn back on, like this, and then you draw the body, and then you have this little butterfly done, yeah? And this way you basically have, you draw once, happens twice, and you can easily get carried away, because symmetry is not easy, it's just a two, and a lot of times you will make a lot, basically hard life for yourself. And then again, you can turn that off, and you can add edits to it, make it cooler, nicer, neater, whatever. But then that's how you control on and off fast, and you will spend here time quite a lot. Let's say if we get rid of all this, we don't need that. If we go on key, we go on canvas, we edit, we go on options again, on symmetry, options, as in like here you can see symmetry, symmetry and end, then you hit options. You can do a quadrant, which is 4 of them, which just means you draw, it's not turned on again. Click here, drawing assist, now it should be back on. And 1, 2, 3, 4, that's what it meant. Which means it doesn't draw on these, which is super fucking annoying, because then you have to draw them separately. And that's the issue I said with other apps, is that other apps do that. So it does draw on 4, for example, like here. So it kind of works, kind of not. Sometimes you need that, sometimes you need that, depending what you do, in a sense, yeah. So that is that. Let's say if we delete this, if you go on key, edit guide, symmetry again, if you go on options and click radian, radial or radian, I don't know, wherever, and then this one kind of does mirrors the ones we didn't have, but then it doesn't mirror these. So like these 4 are individual, but then also these 4 are individual. So you kind of, it's cool, but it's not cool, because it doesn't do all of them. Yeah, you have to like work in sections. You do this, and then you work on this. As cool as it is, it'd be cooler if they all do, like all of them mirror each other. If you do here, there should be also a line that meets me here at the same time. Not like I have to figure out how to do it separately, which is really annoying. There's been times when I go like this, and I go on 45, and I just rotate to kind of compensate for the missing. I've done that a few times. You have to like become creative, because these companies kind of give you tools, but then they don't give you at the same time, because they work, but they don't work at the same time as much as you want them to work. So you have to like find a ways to kind of make it work. Yeah. So that is that. That's how most people draw mandalas, how most people design. That's why you're gonna see these like 6 mirrors or whatever that is. That's why there is so, what's the word, maybe cheap mandalas. When it comes to like more expensive mandalas, you have to go on different apps, but this is not a video about different apps. This is a video about Procreate, and this is what we do in Procreate. When it comes to like shading, for example, if you go on shade, if you go on even automatic, you can shade these. It's not gonna mirror. It will only shade what you selected. Yeah, so that one's left out because it was not selected. Then if you don't select, and if you just shade, it will do exactly what that brush just did. So if you go on sketching, if you sketch, so it'll do exactly what the other brush did. Yeah, it's kind of like they both work the same. Sketching or that one, it works the same. Kind of includes and excludes the other stuff. So a lot of times you have to just manually select that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and then you kind of like shade one by one. That is, yeah. That's what I need to tell you about this section. Obviously all the other features work, double tapping and moving, and then you can save image and you can turn it off again. That's how I put a reference, flip horizontal and flip vertical, so you can like flip the whole canvas. So like you can draw stuff, and then if you go there, flip horizontal, it'll make the whole canvas all the way around, not just one or two images, the whole thing. Because sometimes you're thinking, like you think you're drawing like some nice design, for example, like that, and you're thinking this is cool, I like this stuff, and it looks pretty and it looks nice, it looks clean, and you believe that it's a good work and da. But then if you go and you flip it, you're thinking, man, that's a fucking retard. Like that knob is down, that's not cool, that's not nice. You're like, okay, I need to clean up. It gives you a different perspective. Man, now it just looks horrible. But it didn't look horrible when it was the other way around. It looked alright like that. This way it looks way better. And then obviously you can flip around. And then you can make you can basically save the canvas information, so when you export it has a name. But animation assist is really quite useless. It's so useless actually that they have made Procreate Dreams, like a specific different app where they have for animations. Yeah, so if you want to animate, it's Procreate Dreams, but not Procreate. So that's the drawing guide options. I did say that. So you can turn on rotation symmetry, which is basically, obviously it's off. Turn back on. So it rotates. It doesn't mirrors. It just keeps rotating. So you can do some spirals. Again, if you do some sorts of work where that's necessary, why not? Probably good for logos, or I don't know. There has to be a reason why people have this. But a lot of times we're not gonna need that, and I don't think I've ever turned that on, like ever in my life. And then drawing assisted, I think this is where this thingy just stays there all the time. I think that's about it. That's about this section. There's not much really. You crop it, animations don't really work. Drawing guide is basically these gray lines. If you export the image, they won't be there. It's just for the iPad, for the program to see and for you to see what you're working on. That's how you edit it. That's how you brought the reference in. You had that little square, and then you can flip the whole thing vertical, horizontal, and move it up and down, and then canvas information. So you will spend a lot of time, because for example when I was doing the dragonfly, I just did that. I put a mirror basically for the whole body. So you would go like this, canvas, edit drawing guide, you go on options, you put on probably a vertical, I don't know, but basically you put that on the bottom of the tail, you put that on where the head is, you make sure it's nice and neat, like flash, and there, and then you hit done. Even if you make a brand new layer, and then if you go here, drawing assist, now you can shade on this layer. For example there, if you go on peppermint, now we can shade on this layer. The shading will be mirrored, and we don't have to shade twice, it'll be mirrored. So as much as we can line it, we can also shade there, so we don't have to do the job 2 times. And if you align perfectly, the shading will just match naturally like this. Yeah. So you will spend a lot of times there, because symmetry is something that people like, people design, and you will naturally design stuff as well for yourself, which is quite symmetric, and you will end up in these positions a lot. And obviously we can undo 250 times, yeah, and it hits the end to the last time you close and open. That's it. Now we lost it all, and we can delete them. So that is as far as it goes for this section.